Things are cooking up for Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson. After some recent events, the couple have sparked wedding rumors online. On Tuesday, Pete was spotted driving Kim Kardashian's car and doing some jewelry shopping while he was out. Paparazzi caught him making a quick stop at a place in Beverly Hills that sells fine jewelry. However, despite not going inside, it looks like a staff member actually from the store delivered it to him outside. And first of all, Kim lending Pete her car is a big deal. This isn't just any car, this is her signature Rolls Royce. These cars are at a minimum around $500,000. And earlier that day, the pair were also spotted out getting breakfast with each other at the Beverly Hills Hotel, and from the looks of it, they stayed in the area for the rest of the afternoon. On top of that, Pete was also spotted smiling from ear to ear as he left Kim Kardashian's hotel in New York City just a few days prior to that. The new celebrity couple were in New York City for Pete to tape SNL and to catch a movie at a theater in Staten Island. A source close to the couple also revealed, "They're clearly not hiding their romance. It seems like they want to just be able to do things any normal couple would do and have fun together," which is also why Kim is preferring her time visiting Pete's hometown. The insider added that she appreciates the more low-key vibe of the NYC borough. At the start of December during Paris Hilton's wedding, Nikki Hilton also revealed that Kim was joking about looking to catch the bouquet at her sister's wedding. The joke, however, came soon after she had gone public with her new romance. Another insider added, "Kim lights up when she's around Pete. Their chemistry is off the charts and getting stronger each passing day. No one can remember seeing her smile and laugh so much around a guy. He just has this ability to hold Kim's total attention and have her in stitches with his hilariously dry sense of humor. He's so down to earth and humble, which she really digs." Not to mention, the rest of Kim's family has also taken a liking to Pete. A lot of the Kardashians have already either met him before in the past or hung out with him, so it's not even like he's really a stranger to them. They think that he's funny and fun to be around, and apparently Kim feels the exact same way. Despite Kim Kardashian filing for divorce from Kanye West earlier this year, and there have been clear breakdown signs in their relationship prior to that, Kanye was still out here though saying that he was married to Kim. The divorce was believed to have been motivated by a difference in each other's politics and lifestyles, and during an appearance on Revolt TV's Drink Champs, Kanye spoke about his relationship with Kim. More specifically though, he touched on all of the controversies surrounding her Saturday Night Live debut. You know, the one where she kissed Pete Davidson. Kanye goes on to say, "SNL making my wife say I divorced him on TV because they just wanted to get that bar off, and I ain't never seen the papers. We're not even divorced." Kanye also went on to accuse the media of trying to split the two of them up and said that the divorce was no joke to him, adding that it was causing their kids some distress even. He goes on to say, "My kids want their parents to stay together. I want us to be together." Also, according to a recent report from Page 6, Kanye called it quits with the 22-year-old model that he had been dating for the last few months. The pair were linked together in November of 2021 and even debuted their brief romance at a basketball game when they were photographed sitting courtside. Apparently, their split is a result of Kanye being invited to celebrate the holidays with Kim Kardashian. However, according to Kim, the invite has nothing to do with them getting back together. It's simply to make things as normal as possible for their 4 kids. But things might get interesting because Pete has also received an invite to Kris Jenner's annual Christmas party. So right when their show comes to an end, all of a sudden, the best possible timelines for drama arise. Who would have thought?
After Miley Cyrus was seriously flirty with Pete Davidson on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, some fans are speculating that Miley might have had a real crush on Pete and they might even be seeing each other. Miley and Pete were just on The Tonight Show promoting their upcoming New Year's Eve special on NBC called Miley's New Year's Eve Party that Pete and Miley will be hosting together. The pair will be live from Miami, Florida from 10:30 p.m. to 12:30 a.m. hosting the show. The pair spoke about how they bonded while preparing for the show. Miley even revealed that she took Pete out to a gay bar with her. They also shared that they got matching tattoos the last time they were on SNL together. To remember a sketch they performed, they both got, quote, "we babies" tattooed on them after the show. Miley still has hers on her foot, while Pete got his lasered off. Then things got hot and heavy while Miley sang a cover of Yvonne Fair's "It Should Have Been Me," which is about a woman who's sad to see the love of her life marrying someone else. Before Miley started singing the song, she said, quote, "Pete Davidson, this song is for you. When I saw those photos, this is what I played," referencing the photos of Kim with Pete. During her passionate rendition of the song, Miley walked over to Fallon's desk and sat on it while looking into Pete's eyes and draping her legs on his lap. She also took his hat off and put it on herself. At one point in the song, Miley sang, quote, "It should have been me in that Lamborghini, leaving that nice restaurant. I want to watch a movie in frickin' Staten Island, clearly referencing Pete's most recent outings with Kim Kardashian. Last month, Kim and Pete were seen in LA driving a Lambo while on a dinner date. The pair have also been seen out in Pete's native Staten Island, and he's been showing Kim some of his favorite spots. Pete avoided addressing his new relationship in a recent interview with Seth Meyer. When asked, Pete said, quote, "It is true, I do have a show on Tubi coming out, The Tubi. A lot of people are shocked that I could get on a show like Tubi, but it's a real thing." Sources have revealed that Kim and Pete are dating, and they've been seen out holding hands on a number of occasions. A source told ET that, quote, "Kim and Pete are dating and having a great time together," adding, quote, "Pete is a romantic and goes out of his way to make Kim feel special. Kim thinks Pete is hysterical and he's constantly making her laugh, but they also have been connecting on a deeper level."
Kim Kardashian is asking a judge to be declared as legally single amid Kanye West changing up some of his lyrics, begging Kim to run right back to him. This Kim's founder recently filed court documents asking them to separate issues of child custody and property from her marital status. In addition to that though, she is also hoping that her maiden name can be restored, which means dropping the West part off of the end. Which shouldn't be an issue considering that Kim's lawyer, Laura Wasser, has frequently made similar moves with the likes of Dr. Dre and Kelly Clarkson. So this won't be her first rodeo when it comes to separating marital status from other issues. It really just allows people in a divorce to move on with their lives, but I don't know if Kanye is on the same page. What's a little crazy here is that just a few hours before Kim made this filing to change her marital status, Kanye took to the stage at the LA Memorial Coliseum. Kim even attended the show and brought the couple's kids, North and Saint, to watch their dad and Drake do their thing. But this is also the same concert where he changed the ending of his song Runaway and ad-libbed over the vocals of the end of the song for Kim to run right back to him. And this does seem like one of the last moves though that will hopefully send a message to Kanye that they are officially done. Kim has already started to figure out the property side of their split and bought Kanye out of their Hidden Hills estate for $23 million. However, there are still other property issues that are apparently outstanding. That shouldn't be too difficult for them to figure out though. The real problem that a lot of people panic about in a divorce is who will take care of the kids. And according to reports, there will not be any dispute over custody, and as of right now, they are both deciding to have joint custody and actually commit to co-parenting. At least they have remained as a united front for their kids, even if they do have their own issues. One of those issues definitely has to be Kanye just going on radio shows and telling the world that Kim is still his wife. Because he said that he had not seen any paperwork for the divorce, he claimed that it didn't happen at all. Well, once his court approves Kim's latest filing, she will be legally single no matter what Kanye seems to think. After that concert, a source told People magazine that Kim knows where Kanye's head is, but just chooses to ignore it. They went on to add that she has moved on, but knows it's difficult for Kanye to deal with. So when he pleads in public for her to run back to him, she isn't surprised and is just trying to be respectful about it. The truly respectful thing to do though is go through with these legal filings just to make it official already. This source also added, Kim will always bring the kids to events that are important to Kanye. Co-parenting and making sure her kids are happy will always be her priority. Now, as many of you know, Kim has recently been dating SNL comedian Pete Davidson. The pair were first linked together in October when Kim appeared as a host on Saturday Night Live, and following that they have been spotted out together on multiple occasions. The source also goes on to speak about how great Pete has been for Kim and says, he's exactly what Kim needed after her divorce, someone to make her laugh and just have a fun time with. The end of her marriage was a very dark time for her, and Pete has been the best antidote. During Kanye West's performance with Drake in Los Angeles at the Free Larry Hoover benefit concert, he reportedly changed up some of his lyrics to his song Runaway that included begging for Kim Kardashian to take him back. Now, while performing at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, the 44-year-old rapper repeated a line from his song Runaway that was from his 2010 album titled My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, in which he mentions his ex-wife. Kanye also admitted to his marital mistakes at a previous Thanksgiving event, which pretty much all but confirmed his desire to reunite with Kim Kardashian. In this new rendition of Runaway, Kanye says, "I need you to run right back to me," adding to the end, more specifically, Kimberly. However, beyond longing to reunite with his ex, this event also acted as a way for Drake and Kanye to squash their beef. The pair had previously been in a long-lasting feud, but put aside their differences to raise awareness about the need for prison and sentence reform. But despite this being a massive charity event that saw Kanye headlining his first show in 5 years, that was overtaken by his declaration to Kim Kardashian. And according to reports, the audience went wild upon hearing this declaration, which, as I mentioned earlier, were comments that followed his previous statement made at the Los Angeles Mission's Thanksgiving event in Skid Row. There, he stated that he had made mistakes and publicly done things that were not acceptable as a husband. Although, as we all know, Kim Kardashian now has moved on to dating Pete Davidson. The pair were first linked together after locking lips for a sketch on Saturday Night Live when Kim hosted. Then the two of them were spotted out together multiple times in both California and New York City before a source close to the Kardashians shared that Kim was falling for Pete. E! News was the first source to announce that Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson were dating, actually. A source close to Kim K told E! that the 41-year-old reality star and 28-year-old comedian decided to take their friendship to the next level. They said that they are really happy and seeing where it goes, and the source then goes on to tell E! News, Pete has told her that he doesn't want to see anyone else. She is telling some people they aren't super serious, but she isn't seeing anyone else. She's trying to not make a big deal about it, but is super into him. On top of trying to keep it low-key, the insider said that Kim is smitten over him and that it's very exciting to her. They go on to say, he makes her laugh the entire time they are together, and she is completely enthralled by him. However, they said what truly solidified the relationship was when Kim brought Pete to Kris Jenner's Palm Springs home, which apparently is a huge deal, but I guess everyone is that happy for her. Despite literally living on the opposite coast, the source added that they are making the distance work and have plans to continue to see each other. And despite Kim Kardashian filing for divorce from Kanye West earlier this year, and there being clear breakdown signs in their relationship prior to that, Kanye was still out here saying that he was married to Kim Kardashian. The divorce was believed to have been motivated by a difference in each other's politics and lifestyles. Kim was quoted as saying, I think he deserves someone that can go support his every move, go follow him all over the place, and move to Wyoming. I can't do that. He should have a wife that supports his every move and travels with him and does everything. And during an appearance on Revolt TV's Drink Champs, Kanye spoke about his relationship with Kim. More specifically, he touched on all the controversies surrounding her Saturday Night Live debut, you know, the one where she kissed Pete Davidson. Kanye goes on to say, SNL making my wife say I divorced him on TV because they just wanted to get that bar off, and I ain't never even seen the papers, we not even divorced. Kanye also went on to accuse the media of trying to split the two of them up and said that the divorce was no joke to him, adding that it was causing their kids some distress even. He goes on to say, my kids want their parents to stay together, I want us to be together. News has just been confirmed that Kim Kardashian has a new boyfriend, and it's Pete Davidson. So, if you were wondering if the simulation was broken, yeah, it is. However, it's not that surprising if you take a few things into account. For starters, ever since Keeping Up with the Kardashians ended, the family needs a way to stay in the press. Similar to how the royal family remains relevant thanks to the tabloids, the Kardashians need E! News or TMZ, and really vice versa. The Kardashians get clicks, and in turn they use that attention to promote their various companies. It's pretty smart marketing, and I hope that's not what this relationship is underneath it all. You know, when Kim and Pete kissed during that Saturday Night Live sketch, and then they were spotted holding hands on that roller coaster, that somewhere deep in the hidden hills of California, a light bulb went off in Kris Jenner's head. You see, separately, yes, Kim Kardashian is a big celebrity, and Pete Davidson has fans, I guess. It's not like he's a nobody. I mean, remember that time that he dated Ariana Grande? Plus, he's a Saturday Night Live star, which is a legendary credit all on its own. But put them together and everyone is talking. At this point, the formula is about as transparent as Pete's skin in January. You gotta know that Kim looked at Kourtney and Travis, then looked at Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox and went, do I get a skinny white boy with tattoos? I mean, that's a fair assumption to make. Even their reality show was scripted. So now that it's done, they have to be using connections to orchestrate attention in the real world, i.e. getting talked about on the internet and every entertainment news channel. And the couples I mentioned previously are all doing that. They just show up to these award shows, act a little inappropriately, and then they get free advertising through the news coverage for the next month, really. Or really for as long as people want to watch that content that they're talking about. I mean, let's get into some of that coverage though, shall we? E! News was the first source to announce that Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson were dating. There's a shocker. A source close to Kim K told E! that the 41-year-old reality star and 28-year-old comedian decided to take their friendship to the next level. They said that they are really happy and seeing where it goes. The source then goes on to tell E! News, Pete has told her he doesn't want to see anyone else. She is telling some people they aren't super serious, but she isn't seeing anyone else. She's trying to not make a big deal about it, but is super into him. On top of trying to keep it low-key, the insider said that Kim is smitten over him and that it's very exciting to her. They then go on to say, he makes her laugh the entire time they are together and she is completely enthralled by him. However, they said that what truly solidified the relationship was when Kim brought Pete to Kris Jenner's Palm Springs home, which apparently is a huge deal, but I guess everyone is that happy for her. Despite literally reportedly living on the opposite coast of the country, the source added that they are making the distance work and have plans to continue to see each other. My guess is that they will see each other at award shows to make some more headlines. And by see each other, I mean they'll just show up together. Either way though, the internet is loving each and every development of the couple's relationship. One user on Twitter even posted a photo of Kim and Pete together and said, "Pete Davidson and Kim Kardashian matching their clothes? The world ain't ready for this one." No, it is not. I wonder how Kim's kids, though, are going to react to Pete Davidson coming into the family. My mind is racing with the potential scenarios of Pete Davidson having to interact with Kim and Kanye's children. Northwest just tying his shoelaces together so he trips on the way out. Kim Kardashian is using her celebrity status to back calls for clemency for a truck driver that was sentenced to 110 years in jail over a crash in 2019 that took the lives of 4 people. Kim took to her Instagram stories to bring awareness to the case of Cuban immigrant Rogel Aguilera Medeiros, who was found guilty of 27 criminal counts. At the time of the deadly car crash in Colorado, Rogel was 23 at the time and was behind the wheel of a semi-truck on a Denver highway when the brakes of his truck suddenly failed. The truck ended up crashing into 24 vehicles, resulting in a massive explosion that took the lives of 4 commuters who were stuck in the rush hour traffic. Recently, he was handed a massive sentence of 110 years in prison by Judge Bruce Jones, and Kim claims to have taken a deep dive on this case and called for the governor to grant Rogel clemency or commute his sentence. According to her research, he was not drunk or under the influence at the time of the crash. She also stated to her followers that it was his brakes failing on the semi-tractor trailer that resulted in the crash. She adds in another Instagram story, "Another shocking and unfair part of this case is that the judge didn't want to sentence him to such a lengthy sentence. However, because of the mandatory minimums in Colorado, his hands were tied. Mandatory minimums take away judicial discretion and need to end. Colorado law really has to be changed, and this is so unfair. The governor is a really good person and I know he will do the right thing." Kim, who recently passed California's first-year law students exam, or the baby bar as it's referred to, is already putting her knowledge to use. I know a lot of people like to hate on her for trying to become a lawyer, but what would you rather she be doing? I think it's a good thing that she just wants to use her celebrity status for more than just selling beauty products or making more reality TV shows. She's actually trying to have laws changed which could help people avoid ridiculous prison sentences like this one in Colorado. Not to mention, she also exposed the prosecutor. In another Instagram story, she writes, "Another shocking part of the case is this post by the prosecutor after his conviction. 4 people died in this tragic accident. Rogel has a life sentence for the accident, which will not only destroy his life, but it will also impact his wife and son's life. And yet for some reason the prosecutor thought it would be funny to post a photo of a brake shoe trophy she received from a colleague with a plaque? Makes me so sick." Yes, that's right. The Jefferson County Deputy District Attorney Kayla Wildman actually received a trophy from her trial partner after she landed the 110-year prison sentence. Although after Kim put her on blast, she deleted that post. Many are calling for the trucking company to be the ones held responsible for this rather than Rogel, but regardless, he is still facing this ridiculous sentence unless the governor decides to commute it or grant him clemency. A Change.org petition was also started, and so far it has been signed by over 4.6 million people, which reportedly makes it the 3rd largest petition in 2021. In the description of the petition, the organizer writes, "The DA has filed a motion to request a review for sentencing in this case, and it's set for Monday, December 27th. Paulus has also received the application for clemency, and it is being reviewed by his legal team. Paulus's office stated they will make an announcement when they have a decision. If you'd like to show support for Rogel and a change in these mandatory sentencing laws, tomorrow, Wednesday, December 22nd at 10:30 a.m., there will be a peaceful rally at the Colorado State Capitol building. If you go, please keep in mind the reason you are there, as well as the feelings and emotions of everyone directly involved."